Hello and welcome to this presentation of the features of SoftExpert Excellence Suite that will allow you to control several types of documents and records for your organization, and in doing so meet the requirements of food safety standards in the GFSI schemes such as BRC, SQF, FSSC, and ISO 22000, in addition to the requirements of Health Canada and the FDA. So let's go into the system and we'll take a look at this option first to view documents and records. And in order to filter on the documents and records, we have the ability to filter on the type, otherwise known as category. And so here we have a list of our categories. In this case, we have 4 categories, but this structure will be up to you to define. So you can have multiple levels defined here. The number of levels is unlimited, so you can define the category structure that you want, and you're not limited to the number of levels that you would want to be able to have in your set of documents. So if we would want to search for the documents in this first category, BRC, we would select that category and click Apply in order to search for documents in that category. And here we have the list of documents that are in that category. And you can see here that our system supports any type of electronic file. In this case, we have Word documents, we've got a PDF document, here we have a Microsoft Excel document, and you even have the possibility to include within your document multiple electronic files. And when that is the case, you see this icon here that shows you that you have several different files. And when you go into the document, you have the ability to see those different electronic files. So here we can go to the electronic file option, and you can see here that we've got the PDF file, a PowerPoint, and 2 Word documents that are all contained within a single document. Let's take a look here at this food security policy document and look at another feature that we have that's related to the association of documents within a single document. So if we come here to the structure of our document, I can see here in the Where Used option that this document, Food Security Policy, is used in another document in my system, this one for Food Safety Management System. And I can also see over here in the Composed Of option that my document, Food Security Policy, is composed of these 3 documents, which are also controlled documents in my system. So I can associate documents to other documents using this feature. Our system also has the ability to alert you whenever you have a revision of one of these documents that is contained within another document, and it'll alert you whenever your parent document may also need to be revised based on a revision of a document that makes up your document. So we have that ability to notify you whenever there is that type of revision that is necessary. Speaking of revision, let's go out and take a look at another document in order to see how the revision information for a particular document looks. So we'll go into this document here for collecting a water sample, and we can see here that this is a document that is currently under revision. So let's go in and take a look at the document data. So in my document data, I have the ability to see information related to the revision of this document, and I can see here that we have revision 2, which is underway, and I can open up this revision and view the information related to that revision. So here I can see the individuals who are participating in this revision process. I can see it in a list, and I can also see it in a flowchart. So I can see who is responsible for the draft, the review, the approval, and the release of the document in this revision. And I can see that my revision process is right here with Melanie Phillip in the approval stage. Let's go back out to the main menu now, and we'll take a look at a feature related to the ability to view the distributed copies of your documents. So if I do a big search here, I can see where all of the copies of my documents have been distributed here. I've got my list of documents, and I've got the copy station where the copies have been distributed. In this case, we're talking about binders. And if I would want to be able to search in order to see only the copies that are in binder 1, for example, I could come here to advanced filters, and I have a filter for the copy station. And if I would want to filter only on binder 1, I would be able to select binder 1 from this list and add that to my filter and search again. And now it would only show me the copies that are in binder 1. And I could do that for any copy station that I would want to over here. And I also have some other filters that would be available for me to allow me to search. I also have the ability to save any search. So if I would want to save a search that I do frequently and have that available here, for example, all of these binders, I don't have to actually select the binder that I would want to search for. I could just come into my Save Searches and select the search that I would want to execute. So for example, this would be showing me the copies that are only in binder 4. Let's go now to take a look at some of the configurations that are available to you on the document category. One thing that you might be interested in is training and the way that you can configure training for documents within a particular category. So if we come here to our BRC category and go to the Control tab, you'll see here that we have an option for training. And so if you would want to automatically start training after the revision of your documents, then you have the ability to configure that aspect of your training. Another configuration that you may be interested in is validity. So if you would want to be able to set the validity of your documents, for example, let's say that you have supplier certificates and you would want to be able to set the validity of the certificates that you have for your suppliers, you can configure the validity of that document on the category, and then your documents would inherit that validity, and you would be able to configure each document individually if you would want to allow that by selecting the variable option here. You can see that I also have several options for notification if I would want to notify before the due date, on the due date, or after the due date. Let's go into a document and see what the validity actually looks like in the document itself. So we'll step out of the category here and back into our window to be able to view documents. And let's go select a type for the supplier certificates. So if I select supplier certificates and say apply, it'll search for all of my supplier certificates, and let's pick the second one here, and we'll look at the document data. And here I can see that the validity of this document was set to 12 months, and I can see here that the date of the document was August 13th, 2015, and the validity date is 12 months after that date. So within my document, I'm able to see that validity. Let's take a look at one more feature here related to searching for documents. And let's take a situation where you have your production records and you would want to be able to search for the products that you have received from suppliers and included in batches that you produce at your company. So one thing that you can do here is you can do a big search just for everything in your production records. But if you would want to search for a particular batch number that was used in the production of your products, you can search for that number, and it'll show you every place where that number is found in your set of documents. And so if I wanted to see the document related to this production order, I can come in here and view the electronic file, and it'll open the electronic file directly for me. And I can see here that I have a batch number 2345 that was included in this list of ingredients that was used. So that was a very quick look at the features available in our document module related to food safety. Thank you very much.